Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Happy Halloween. How's it going? We're here for another live panel show for the starting six. I'm excited to be here. Listen, I might not feel this way come March or April, so I'm gonna enjoy this moment. I'm gonna sit here and be happy. We're winning games in a row. Will this last? Probably not. Okay, I'm not gonna sit here and be shameless, but I'm gonna enjoy it because not only are things going well for my club, things are going not so well for clubs that I cannot stand. And we will get into it, okay? We got Kels here. We got Gigi here. You saw the title, all right? Gigi's going on a rant. And let me tell you guys, all right? I'm just going to speak for a second. These group chats, lit, all right? She been throwing down the hammer in the group chat. So you're going to get a taste of that right now. And I'm excited to see that. So let's go ahead and bring everybody up on stream. Hello. Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
How
Happy
are you
Halloween.
guys
We'll say something happy.
Happy
and
Halloween,
then
everybody.
Yes, happy Halloween. We are obviously going to talk about Match Week 9, preview Match 10. Before Gigi goes, Kels, how you doing? How you feeling?
Oh, I'm just glad the week's over. We'll just say that.
Yeah.
We have a little tomorrow is the Nevada Day, which is like to celebrate when Nevada became a state. So I've got that to look forward to tomorrow and one more night of work. But yeah, it's been kind of a shitty week. You know why.
Yeah.
But well, just looking forward to the weekend and all that good stuff.
Yeah. Gigi, outside of, Liverpool, which we'll get into. How are you doing?
Everything is like I'm in the sports upside down. Right?
Yeah.
Because like the Lakers are playing well and everyone else is playing like crap. So I'm like,
No, I love how you said the upside down because they just put a trailer for the new Stranger Things.
I know.
Yes.
Gigi Vecna confirmed. What? No.
Well,
it's been crazy.
I have a little graphic here. So Gigi.
Oh, boy.
Gigi.
Great.
I love
Let us know how you're feeling right now, my friend.
That is amazing. Okay. I'm tired. I'm real tired. There's two things specifically that I wanted to get off my chest because I don't have anybody else in my like regular everyday life that I can talk to them. Like once I talk to them for like 30 seconds about Liverpool, then they're like, I'm done. I'm out. That's it. I can't do it anymore.
I know that
feeling. And so literally I have nobody like in my non-digital life that I can actually just be like, I need to talk about this for like an hour. So you guys are my crash dummies for this today. But okay. So I'm still having a difficult time getting my mind around 6 losses in 7. I'm still trying to come to grips with that. Just letting that marinate for a second. 6 losses in 7. That's not something that ever happens. Like that does not happen. And like we don't surrender cup competitions. Like that's just not what we do. And so when I saw the lineup come out for Wednesday night, I don't even think heavily rotated is like the right phrase. It's like Slot said, you know what? Let's see what happens if we don't even try, which is like very funny given the performances that they've been turning in, because I'm like, how is that any different? Right? Like not trying. What have you been doing then? Like, is what you've been doing, is that trying? I'm confused. And so I really wanted to just kind of take a look at everything that I've seen coming out of the press conferences for Slot, because I need to go through this excuse by excuse and tell everyone why all of the things that he's saying are nonsense. And then we're going to follow it up with the final thing that I'm confused about. And the final thing that I'm confused about, it's why I'm not blaming the players. Even Verts, like none of them. I'm not blaming the players yet, but we're getting there. Okay, so number one, he said, it's the same selection I did last season. Got it. Last season, you weren't on a run of 6 losses in 7 games. When you are in form, you can afford to rotate. That is one of the benefits of being in form. But when you are in crisis mode, which we are, you play your best 11 to build confidence and momentum. This is not last season, clearly. Number 2, he said, I saw a team that struggled playing 3 games in 7 days. Are you kidding me? Like, your solution to tired players is to give them a break while you're losing another game? So every other top club manages fixture congestion, right? Like, it's not something that is unexpected. It's not something that you wouldn't plan for. Like, these fixtures have been on the schedule. You knew what was coming. Like, if you were sticking your head in the sand about that, like that it is what it is. You play the games that are in front of you. Number 3, he said, with our starters, we haven't been able to win a lot from Palace as well. Okay, so because we've lost to Palace before with good players, the answer is to play without good players? Like, I'm so confused. That's like saying I'm bad at math, so I'm going to take this test blindfolded. What? Like, that makes absolutely no sense. Okay, number 4, he said that he had only 15 or 16 players available. Then use those 15 or 16 players. Like, you had 0 first team players on the bench, not even one safety net for when things went wrong, because we knew they were going to go wrong. I could have told you. Anyone could have told you. So he essentially went into battle with one hand tied behind his back, and he asked for someone to tie the hand behind his back. He wasn't even forced to do it. Okay, number 5. He said, what if I had played Virgil and Ibu and one got injured? People would say, what a stupid choice. You know what's actually stupid? Losing 3-0 at home and getting knocked out of a competition. Because at least if someone got injured while they were trying to win, you would have gone down fighting. Instead, you literally surrendered before the game even kicked off. Number 6, he said, this club has always used this competition to use academy players. Okay. Traditionally, they use the Carabao Cup for youth when they're winning everything else. Klopp rotated from a position of strength. Slot was rotating from desperation. Like, there is a difference. And like, I'm very concerned that he does not seem to know that. Okay. Number 7, he said, I don't think pressure has changed much after this loss. I disagree. I think pressure has changed greatly after this loss. Number 8, he said, Villa rested in the week and we didn't. Oh, okay. Again, you can't play victim about fatigue. Like, this is just the schedule that's in front of you. Like, you have to just deal with the schedule that's in front of you. Number 9, he said, Manchester City didn't have like their starters either, but their lineup looked stronger. Okay, like, congratulations. You just admitted that you think City has better squad depth, but also, like, of course they look stronger. You played 6 kids under 19. Like, of course they look stronger. And if we thought that the delusion was going to end at the post-game press conference on Wednesday, it didn't, because I just wrote down something from today where I was like, this man has gone, like, he's gotten a first-class train ticket into Cuckoo Town. He said, I think the first half versus Crystal Palace was similar to 60 minutes versus Brentford. we have to address certain other things. If I speak about what we have to improve, people say I'm making excuses. A lot of positives go into this weekend, and the amount of chances we create is still good enough for the competitions we want to compete for. Let me stop and let me go through, because there's a couple of things, right? The first half versus Crystal Palace was similar to 60 Minutes versus Brentford. I disagree. I actually think for the first 30 minutes against Crystal Palace, they looked competent. I don't agree that they look competent in 60 Minutes versus Brentford. He said we have to address certain other things. If I speak about what we have to improve, people say I'm making excuses. Let's pause there. People don't say you're making excuses because you talk about the things you have to improve. People say you're making excuses when you make excuses. These are two different things that we're talking about right here. If you speak about what we have to improve, the reason that people are upset when he talks about the things that he needs to improve is because he's saying that they need to improve the same things every single week. You've been saying for the past 4, 5, 6 weeks that we're not good at set pieces. And guess what? We're still not good at defending set pieces. Like, so the thing is, I need you, when you realize something that we're not good at, I need you to then put the mechanisms in place to change that. And so when you keep saying, oh, well, we're not good at throw-ins, or we're not good at long throws, and then you just keep being not good at long throws, and then you just keep saying we're not good at long throws, that's where people are talking about the excuses. You know what I mean? I think overall, the thing that worries me the most about Slot is something that conversely I thought was a strength for him last year. I thought he was really strong at being able to tell the truth and identify tactics and really like take a look at the game, understand what tweaks needed to be made to bring about the outcome that he wanted to bring about. The thing that worries me the most is that I feel like the reason that we are hearing all of these excuses now is because he can't tell the truth. Because the truth is that he doesn't know how to fix it. But you can't go to the media and be like, I don't know. Like that, you can't do that. So you have to say something. And so he's pulling out the obvious and saying the things that we all see. And I'm like, yeah, like I know, but there's a reason why I'm sitting here in the venting press box and you are at Anfield making millions of dollars, right? Because you're supposed to be smarter than me and you're supposed to be able to figure this out. Like that is the reason why I'm here and you're there. Like, do we need to switch places? Okay. So that is Slot. Now, there's another reason why I'm very, very, very upset with Slot and by extension, Liverpool Football Club. So I'm going to try and explain this using like the best metaphor that I think I can think of, right? Okay, so this summer, Liverpool went to the most expensive grocery store that you can think of. They bought all
heroin,
high quality ingredients.
The Hailey Bieber smoothie.
That Erewhon place, yeah, the $25 smoothie.
Yeah, they went to the Erewhon of the football skies, right? They bought all the most expensive ingredients for anything that you would need to make the most delicious, juicy tacos in the entire world, right? They came home to their beautiful kitchen with like marble and like the best stove and like, you know, all these chefs to help assist them, all that kind of stuff, right? And then when the season started, the system that they are using is the recipe for spaghetti. But you didn't buy the ingredients for spaghetti. You bought the ingredients for tacos. And so when you bought the ingredients for tacos, I was expecting to get tacos during the season. You bought the ingredients for tacos, and now you're trying to feed me spaghetti. And that's not what we prepared for. And so if you were going to try and cook spaghetti during the season, why didn't you buy the ingredients for spaghetti? Because anyone who looked at the moves that they made in the market over the summer would not have said, I bet you they're going to play the exact same system they played last year. Nobody would have said that, because the players that they brought in were not the players who would thrive in the system that they played last year. And so I am like, just give me the tacos. Like, you have the ingredients for tacos. Everyone agrees that the ingredients that you have are top quality ingredients. Why are you trying to feed me spaghetti made of taco shells? Just give me the tacos. And so that's the reason why I don't think it's on the players just yet. Because if Frimpong and Kirkes are taco shells, you can't then put them on my plate and tell me that they're spaghetti noodles. They're not spaghetti noodles. They're taco shells. So why are you trying to make me eat them like they're spaghetti noodles? Frimpong and Kirkes bomb forward. Why are you trying to make them a traditional right back and a traditional left back? If you wanted a traditional right back and a traditional left back, why didn't you just buy a traditional right back and a traditional left back? So this is the disconnect that I am really trying to figure out, because legitimately, I can't understand what the plan was. And so that's the thing that worries me the most, because I was truly under the assumption during the summer, when I saw the players we brought in, I was like, oh, we're going to change the system. Like that's just what this is telling me. And then I figured, okay, like, maybe the system isn't changing because, things were like very up and down at the beginning, right? Our entire midfield was having babies, like people were getting injured, like, things were in and out. Like the rotation was weird, right? And so I was like, okay, like maybe that's it, right? And so I definitely expected to see a change in how we were setting up, but there was never any change. And so I was like, if the goal was to play 4-3-3, why did we bring in the players that we did? And if the goal was not to play 4-3-3 and to play with the players that we now have, why are we still doing it? Well, I didn't understand that part. And now everything feels so incredibly dire that it's like now anything feels like desperation. Anything that you do, whether you're clinging to the system that we played last year because you don't want to give it up, whether you make a drastic change, but it's like, do you even have enough time on the training pitch to like implement all of these things? Like I'm very, very confused by things. And a lot of the play that I'm seeing from the players leads me to believe that they are also like very confused by things. Nobody seems to have a clear understanding of like how they need to play and how they want to play, except for Ekatike. And so from my point of view, I'm kind of like, I don't get it. So I don't think the players have been put in the best position to succeed. And so they should all be able to turn in performances that are better than 6 losses and 7, for sure. But I don't think that they are receiving the support that they should be receiving. Thank you for your time today.
Brave.
I do have a question from, my side of the press conference room. As someone, and I mean this with all seriousness, as someone who has experienced life with a bald Dutch manager, it's very interesting to hear you say these things, because I felt a lot of that with Erik ten Hag, and I know that their journeys are very different to an extent, but like, it's so funny because with Erik ten Hag, I would say the same things. Like, first of all, I think Slot is much smarter than Erik ten Hag. I might be a little bit biased, but I felt a lot of times that, okay, what kind of football do you want to play? I don't know if I could ever answer that with Erik ten Hag. But then at the same time, like you said, he couldn't figure out how to utilize the players in the right position. The Kirkes thing, I don't understand at all. The inverting him, it's not making any sense.
Yeah.
And it's obvious, like you said, it's not working. And it sucks because when you see that, and like we saw stuff like that with Erik ten Hag, he's not like, why are you forcing Dalla? Why are you forcing Mount sometimes? He didn't play a lot, but like, and then you feel like you're being gaslit, because then when he does an interview, he says something, you're like, are you an idiot? Like, I haven't even been watching football that long, but some of the things he was doing, I'm like, no, bro, that's dumb. Okay, stop that.
Well, I will say the one difference is that I don't think there's ever a time that I've been asking myself, is Slot an idiot? Because I don't think he is. But I am saying I can see through you. Like, I can see through this. So, like, everything that he's saying, it's just a dictionary word salad, right? But, like, I can see through it. Yeah. And I say, like, I know, I can tell from, I know that you know that this is not being forthright or forthcoming or any, you know what I mean? Like, that's why he's going to the excuses. I know that he sees that there are issues, and I know that it seems like he doesn't want to tell the world what the issues are. So like,
but that's where it's like, well, then why are you continuing to force it? That's where, as a fan, you're like, what are you doing?
And that's the part that I don't think that there hasn't been any transparency on that.
Yeah.
But like, hearing the way he speaks and the way he can think about football tactics, I don't have those same questions that I might have had with Ten Hag, where I was like, do you actually get it?
No,
like,
well, but I
actually study this? Because like,
I agree that Slot is a much better manager.
Like, so I think that it is covering up the fact that he is like crapping his pants about it. Like, that's where I am like, okay, like, you're giving us these excuses, but like, I know like that you should be able to figure this out. So that's where I'm like, I don't know where the roadblock is that is causing this. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like, is the roadblock that he is like, that he and Mo Salah developed such a great relationship last year that like now he's not willing to change what he told him that he could do last year? Or is it like the overlords who are being, I don't think that's the case, but I'm kind of like, I don't know, bro. Like, it seems obvious to me as like, just a person sitting on my couch that like the system isn't working. It should be obvious to you that the system isn't working. I think I can tell by like the facial expressions that like you see that the system isn't working. And like, I don't know, like, it's embarrassing to tell the truth. If you like, you know what I mean? Or like, I don't know, like, maybe it really should be on the players, and the players are just like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't know, but like, my question is not, is he stupid? And my question is just more like, why are we waiting? Yeah. Like, what are you waiting for?
Yeah, that's a great point, because even still, like the fact that a lot of your key players weren't even on the bench is interesting, and that's where I'm like, okay, are the players like if I was a player now, I don't know, is there no sense of pride a little bit? Like even if I don't start, let me just be on the bench just in case. You know what I mean? Like why weren't you even there? So that's where it's like, did the trainers say like, hey, they need to cut back on their minutes? Like we don't need them even there. Like those little things where you're like, I don't know, but I understand where you're coming from, because in that sense, as a fan too, I'm a little frustrated for all that on the players a little bit, especially like you said with the form that you're in, because you're the Premier League champs, you just won, and let's be real, we all thought you guys had a great summer. At least I did. One of the best summers for a Premier League side.
Yeah,
this is crazy.
Yeah,
and it's unacceptable. But at the same time, I'm like, okay, yes, Slot needs to get it together too, but like, I'm gonna need the players to do a little something too.
That's
like,
hard to,
you can't let Konate keep going on like that. You can't. If Salah's not playing, he has to sit down, and that's sometimes where I'm like with Bruno too. Like,
truly,
sit on the bench.
Yeah, and that, but so and that goes back to like, for instance, like I know that like people who have seen football media stuff, like you all know, like it doesn't seem like anybody on the left side for Liverpool, nobody trusts Kirkes, right? Van Dijk doesn't trust him. Gakpo doesn't trust. Nobody trusts him. Right. So this man is just out there, on a side quest, and Van Dijk is like, I don't even know when you're going to be here. Like, I don't even like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? Again, though, like I would have thought that prior to the season, that would have been a conversation with Virgil about, hey, we're taking this left back in a different direction. And like, we're talking to you about this because it's going to mainly affect you. Now, I get that nobody expected Konate to be having his own aneurysm on the pitch every week. You know what I mean? So like now Virgil is like, I can't trust the dude to the left of me. I can't trust the dude to the right of me. Like, nobody in this back line can trust each other. And so, like, that is a problem. Again, it's kind of like, all of these. Okay, so one last thing. So the team that started at Brentford last year and the team that started at Brentford last weekend, 4 players are the same. Bless you. 4 players. So 4 players between that team and this team are the same. So there's been a lot of changes. I'm not saying that that's not something that, like, other teams do that. But, like, the point of being a strong coach and the point of strong management is being able to see that coming. And you have to be able to manage the men that are on your team to prepare them for the changes that are going to happen. Like, to do everything you can to put them in the most advantageous position. And it's obvious that that has not been done. Because at this point, 6 losses in 7, my brother in Christ, you should have tried every other shape. Like every other one. Like anything that you can think of. You should have tried 10 at the back. Like whatever. Any other shape should already have been rolled out there. Like to get to 6 losses in 7, I swear to God, if I see them roll out in a 4-3-3 on Saturday, I'm gonna throw my flat screen off the balcony. I'm gonna lose it.
She's going 5 in the back.
10 at the back. Like literally, like just keep a clean sheet. That's it.
Oh, that's gonna be tricky.
A 0-0 draw. Just like literally put everyone in a semicircle in front of the goal. Just don't move. That's it.
What do you think, Kels?
Oh boy. Take a few breaths. Take a few breaths, Gigi. We'll let you rest. We'll let you rest.
I'm
Let you rest for a minute, but I need to clarify something for Arne Slot because he specifically brought my team up in his presser. The only reason our lineup was as strong as it was in this Carabao Cup is because half of those players have missed most of the season. Mm-hmm. Omar Marmoush hasn't played since the last game he played was for Egypt, basically. So he's been out for a long time. Ryan Cherky's been out a long time. Ait Nouri has been he got injured in game week 2, played game week 3, hurt, looked awful, hasn't been seen since. We did call one academy kid up, but that was about it. But yeah, and a lot of the rest of the team was just bench players. And we did leave a lot of superstars at home, but we did bring some with us, and we actually kind of needed them because rolling into a game with a bunch of rusty players against a ridiculously low block. You wanted 10 at the back. Just watch the Swansea game. They were doing 10 at the back. Actually, they were doing 11 at the back. Like that was good Lord. They literally had 11 people in the box, like the whole game. The whole second half. It was ridiculous. So yeah, I don't know what Arne Slot was whining about, but we had some players who were coming back from injury who desperately needed some minutes. And that was the lowest impact game you're going to see for a while on our schedule. So
but also, Kels, my thing.
No, I get what you're saying, but I'm just directly.
But the part that I didn't understand, and I didn't even understand, it's like he's forgotten that just shutting up is also still an option. Like, true. Because he was like, oh, well, like, look at City, and like, they have such a strong team. And it's like, you're the one who chose to start 14. Like, you could have had a strong team as well. Like,
that could have been a shot at management too, though, because Arne Slot didn't choose to spend £300 million on 3 players. More than 300 million on 3 specific players. You could have spent 300 million on 2 superstars and then a couple of bench players. You could have spent that extra 5 million on Mark Gahey.
I was just gonna say, yeah.
You know that sets me off. Okay. So, but first of all, you say that Arne Slot didn't decide to spend 300 million. We don't know he didn't decide that.
Well, I'm sure Edwards came up and was like, I want to get this player. I can get this player. Like, I don't know in what universe they were thinking they needed to buy 2 strikers. Well, both for 100 million each, just about. Okay, average price. Like, why would?
What I will say is, I don't know that they needed to buy 2 strikers of such similar quality. They did need to buy.
Yeah, get somebody with a different profile.
They need to buy multiple strikers. There was that.
You buy one as a backup, though. You don't buy two super, because then you're just creating an unnecessary tension in the locker room.
Yes,
more on Edwards. I think he saw the opportunity with Isak and was like, "Yeah, we'll do this." But
yeah.
I think Ekatike fits your team better.
He can't
be slotted right in. Remember, I was ripping on him, and you were like, "He's so good." And
I agree with all of that. But even having said that, I still don't think the 2 striker thing is our biggest problem. Like, that's not that. The fact that they signed Ekatike and Isak is not the reason that we've lost 6 out of 7 games. Like, so we can go back and forth about that, like, as much as people want. Like, that's fine, but that's not the reason that we've lost 6 and 7. And so what I like need them to address is like the crisis of losing 6 and 7. If the biggest crisis was like, oh, Ekatike and Isak are both going to wind up unhappy,
absolutely. That could be a contributing factor, because like I know you guys are desperate to get Isak fit, and the only way he's going to fit is to play him. And then but that's pissing Ekatike off at the same time. So maybe Ekatike is not playing to his, because you said blame the player. So maybe Ekatike is feeling a little burnt by all this and is maybe not giving it.
First of all,
his all. That could be like a thing.
The fact that we've given up like 18 goals, 20 goals, like that's not an Ekatike Isak problem. Like that's not the main. It's not the main. I would love for that argument to be the main reason why I'm upset.
Yeah.
If that was the reason that I was upset, I'd be coasting.
It's probably a very, very minute issue, but it might be. Yeah. It's like a 1% issue, but you have 80% of your issue is the back. Actually, a lot of it is the midfield too. This is shocking to me, because This literally is what I was whining about all last season. I know I didn't know either of you last season at the time. This was about the time of year I started YouTubing. Right when City went through a similar thing. And I'm telling you, the same thing happened. We beat Southampton 1-0.
Like 5 in a row at one point.
Harbinger of doom, because that's exactly what happened to you. You beat Southampton 1-0 in a cup, and then it all fell apart. We beat them in the Premier League, and then we had a cup game against Tottenham, and
it was 2-1 in the cup, but same margin of victory. But
the point, it was the exact same fixture, just different time of year. So I've had the same cry fest, and it's crazy. It's literally you're losing the exact same way that we were losing too. It was a ball over the top or somebody just cut through the midfield. And the difference is I had a bunch of washed up old players. Like I had Mateo Kovacic, I had 35-year-old Ilkay Gundogan stinking it out the gaff out there. Like I didn't have a world class midfield who had we still had some of those players, but I was going to say a world class midfielder who had just won the Prem the season before. We had some of the same players, but Rodri was out. But even Rodri being out, like that's a big loss. But the leftover pieces were so bad; they weren't going to do anything without him. And the back line was a mess too. Mm-hmm. And we also didn't have a good keeper, so that was part of it. So I mean, I know you have the backup right now, but you have Allison, you still have Van Dijk, but I do think Arne Slot's tactics are putting him on a serious, it's seriously screwing him over. He's all by himself.
The tactics are leaving Virgil out to dry.
Yeah, if the goal is to just expect Van Dijk to bail you out, that's
to see he looks so. I actually have a lot of respect for Virgil because I think he's a very good leader, and I think he's really good at what he does. And to see him so lost and frustrated, is really hard to watch.
Yeah, because that's asking him to do too much. Even if he was in prime Van, this was pre-ACL Van Dijk, who was literally unplayable. I don't know. I know you're kind of new to football. I don't know if you saw those years or not, but that is the best defender I think I've ever seen in my life. I also didn't watch Maldini and all them, but But prime Virgin Van Dijk, I don't think he could handle this right now. He can't handle it. And now he's 6 years older than that, and he's had a major surgery. He definitely can't handle it.
He's
trying his best. He's giving it all. I can't knock him at all. But the manager has to.
He's also not playing up to the level that I would expect him to. I will say that.
How can he?
He's having
part of that is tactics, but honestly, you're not ready for this. Part of it is father time is coming for him.
Yeah, he's having to try and read Kirkes's game. He's having to try and read Konate's game. And then on the other side of Konate, you have no idea. I have no idea what Frimpong's doing. When Bradley's in there, you're worried that somebody is gonna cough on him and his leg is gonna crumble. It
already has. So
there's just
Connor Bradley, your time is now.
There's just so
much.
He
tried to take out McAllister.
Honestly, he probably should have. If you've seen the way McAllister's been playing this year.
But you're also seeing some of the same parallels because I know you don't even have a real DM, but the one who's been playing there has been missing, and you see what a difference that makes. Mm-hmm. So that's a big problem with the midfield. The midfield has just lost its balance. I know because they have to play Florian Wirtz into form. At the time it was the Premier League record signing, and I know Isak has since surpassed that, but that's throwing the balance off. And last season he found that balance. So the problem starts and ends in the midfield, it always does. Because if you're that easy to get through, you're gonna lose games. And I'm saying this just from experience. That happened to my team last year. So I know what you're going through. It's rough. Hang in there. Venting is good. If you got plenty to whine about.
We'll
listen. Venting press box.
If he keeps rolling out the same system and he keeps not searching for a new solution, I don't see how the results are going to change. So I'm how many losses in a row is it going to take? What would be the number of losses in a row where people would actually be okay, you got to fire this guy?
And that's what
you try that formation you did at Frankfurt. I know it's Europe, and I know they had no back line, and they're not very good, but would you at least try that? Because it's not getting any easier this weekend. Aston Villa have a really in form midfield right now. Like
Like,
Onana is a destroyer.
Everything
And if
should be
Gravenberch's
tried.
coming off an injury, he's going to struggle against a destroyer who's just had a man of the match performance. Kamara, Tielemans. I always mix up Tielemans and Kamara. He's a center back, but Tielemans is that guy's a bruiser, man. They just go. They're machine. And Morgan Rogers, they're just machines. They just run. And then you got that little twat, John McGinn. He's the guy you hate. You just hate him when he's not on your team, but if he's on your team, you love him. He's one of those guys. I fucking hate that guy. Every time he goes to ground and starts crying, I'm like, I kind of wish somebody had really taken some. I wish somebody had broken a bone on you. I'm sorry. Like I want someone to give you something to cry about, and I mean cry real tears, not these damn crocodile tears for the past 10 years. Oh, little Scottish twat.
So before we get to City for a bit, Gigi,
yeah,
what do you need to see tomorrow?
Is that game tomorrow?
I think so. I could be wrong, but I think it is. I think it's a late game.
I want to go back to a factory reset of the back line. I'd like to see Robertson, Van Dijk, Konate, and Bradley. That's the back four that I want to see. Grav is going to be fit, so I want to see a diamond midfield of Gravenberch. It's going to have to be McAllister because Jones is still injured. Soboslai. And then I want to see Verts in the 10. And then I would like to see Ekitike, Isak's still injured. So Gakpo, Ekitike, and probably Salah, but I wouldn't mind if he let Chiesa play the first half. But that's what I want to see.
Fairs. And a win.
Yeah, okay.
That's fairs. I'm just curious. Yeah, we'll see. Listen, Liverpool fans will be on that lineup. So I was just curious to see what you wanted, and then we'll see what Slot does. What
do I think he's gonna do? A 4-3-3. That's what I think he's gonna do.
That would be crazy.
Yeah, I think he's gonna play a 4-3-3, and we're gonna get slaughtered again.
Yeah. All right. Well, do you feel better? I at least hope you feel better. Getting that out of your system.
I feel like I've identified the issue, and it's just a matter of like, do people, is this enough for people? Like the Crystal Palace admin is consistently trolling us.
Yeah, their bio
you have no pride.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I know.
Like at some point, just call a players only meeting and be like, yeah, he's going to tell us to line up in the 4-3-3, but like, guess what? Like that's what we're going to do.
I would love that, honestly.
We're not like, I know he's going to tell us to do that, but like, we're not going to do it. Okay.
Oh, dude, if any of you old crags in the chat, we'll pull a 2010 France, a mutiny. Let's do it. 2010 World Cup France, give me a mutiny.
Just like we're just not gonna do that. Gakpo's gonna fake pulling a hammy, and so he'll be forced.
I think Palace definitely, Palace have become a bogey team. Well, welcome to the party. They've been a bogey team for us for years.
That's crazy. All right, we're gonna switch. We're getting closer now here, but we do want to switch.
Before we switch, I just want to say, somebody in the chat, I don't remember who asked it earlier, but they were like, "Oh, are you gonna sit Slot? Are you gonna sit Salah? Like, who's gonna replace his output?" And I'm like, "What output?"
Yeah.
Oh, that good. I'm hearing people call for Chiesa over Salah. How the mighty have fallen! If you're asking,
I don't think Chiesa. You can't play him a full game.
Guys,
you gotta.
Where in sports discussion have we ever gotten to a place where we can't accept that sometimes a player is not on the form?
Yeah,
they need to sit. It's not saying that they aren't good. I don't know where we got to this place where if Gigi says right now, I think Salah needs to sit the bench. She's not saying Salah is trash and needs to get out of my club. Like,
No.
I know that I think it's silly that when someone says right now I would be okay with starting Chiesa. That's not you saying Chiesa is better than Salah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just interesting how like people think now.
I would like to not lose 6 and 7. And so whatever we can switch up to make that happen.
He can
is
throw a
what we should
tantrum.
do.
I don't care. That's where, as a manager, I don't care.
Yeah, I don't care.
I don't give a crap. If you're not playing well, you're sitting down. I don't know if you guys saw the El Clasico, but that's where Vinny Jr. was pissing me off, but that's a whole other thing. But sit down. Anyway, we are going to switch
for
to
a long
City
time, though.
because Kels said she wants to vent a little bit too. Because I know City won midweek, okay, but they lost. All right, they lost 1-0 to who was it? I forgot.
Aston Villa.
Oh, who Gigi plays next?
Yeah,
So
this is
will be
not too.
interesting.
Yeah, this is not. Like I said, that's why I said be careful about their midfield because I just watched them destroy mine. But okay, this is it's a venting. It won't be anything like what Gigi just did. But
No.
I was very disappointed with the Aston Villa game.
Yeah,
but
what happened?
well, we lost the game because the manager set the team up wrong, and I'm very frustrated by that. My biggest gripe is he's been messing around with the back line that just has been very good. I don't understand why he is shoving John Stones in there. John Stones, look, I appreciate all you've done in the past, buddy, but you're 31. You've had a million hamstring injuries. Quite frankly, you're washed up. You were not good in this game. I have no idea why we're pushing our best center back, Joško Vardiol, out of position in the left back to accommodate his slow ass. I don't get it. He looked awful anytime they ran at him. And you had a great partnership. Ruben Diaz, Joško Vardiol, that's a great center back partnership. It's one of the best in the league. It got us a bunch of clean sheets. Why are you changing it unintentionally? And also, Joško Vardiol has said in the press, he's like, I'm so glad I'm back as a center back. This is my favorite position. You're pissing the guy off. Guess what? You know what? Bayern Munich might come stiff in and say, hey, Joško, you can play center back for us. We won't put you at left back. And he might say, yeah, I'm out of here. So stop dicking around with it. Just because of fucking John Stones, man. This guy is usually by this time of the season, I don't have to worry about John Stones because he's taken himself out of the lineup with a hamstring injury. But unfortunately, that hasn't happened yet. So I'm stuck watching him. I think he hurt us in this game. He is not good enough. And then the rest of that midfield was hot garbage. Well, not Phil Foden. He's fine. Unfortunately, Nico Gonzalez was not able to start the game. He'd picked up a knock the game before, which is at Villarreal, because that human predator who used to play on Arsenal decided to take him out, just like he took Rodri out the season before. So I don't know what stick is up that guy's you-know-what, but we'll just say there's a special place waiting for you someday, buddy. Hopefully it's a cold jail cell. You can look up why if you want on your own. So anyways, Nico Gonzalez unable to start the game, unfortunately. So we had no DM. We had to play Tijani Reinders as a DM, and we've learned this lesson before. He is terrible as a 6. I would have started Mateo Kovacic, but I did find out after the game that he's actually injured and he can't play because he didn't play in the cup game. I thought he would start it. He's having some complications from surgery. So basically, on a team that potentially had 4 DMs, we were down to the worst option. Rodri injured again, unfortunately. Rodri has not played in that fixture in 3 straight seasons now. And no surprise,
Really?
We've lost all 3 of them. Oh. Yes, in the 4-peat season, we lost 1-0 because Rodri was suspended for getting a red card for choking Morgan Gibbs-White. And then last season, he had the ACL, and this season, he had a hamstring problem because Pep did not manage him properly. Shock, shock. We won't go into that.
Holland carry job. Here we go. This talking point.
Anyways, so Tijani Reinders weighing over his head, as we saw before. We saw in the Club World Cup at Al Hilal. He cannot handle being in the middle of the pit, being as a 6. He just can't do it. And Bernardo Silva was in the middle too. So we rolled up to Villa Park, facing a midfield of Onana, Tielemans, and Rodgers with Tijani Reinders, Bernardo Silva, and Phil Foden. Yikes. Just not going to happen. I'm sorry, Bernardo Silva, you're not good enough for a game like this in the midfield. You're just not against Yuri Tielemans. That guy is tall and he's fast, and You're
Yeah.
31 and you're just too old. So the manager hung him out to dry, and he was not good in the game.
Mhm.
If you're desperate to put him in the game, go put him at right wing where he's not going to kill your midfield. Because unfortunately, he was just not good. He lost all of his duels. Tijani lost every single duel he was in. Onana just completely bullied him. And that midfield just completely outclassed us. But so, yeah, I'm very upset about that game. But the good news is it's just, I think Pep just had a brain fart. And also part of it was just the fact that he just could not play. He could not play a DM.
Yeah.
Nico did come on in the game, and you noticed we looked a lot more dangerous. We probably should have tied the game, but Marmoush was this far offside. Brother, you're killing me. And that negated Holland's butt goal. That guy scores with all parts of his bodies. If you remember from 2 seasons ago, the score the goalie scored with his crotch at Stamford Bridge. You know, so he just scores everywhere. And then he ran into a pole, so that probably didn't feel very good because he ran into the pole in that spot. I don't think it felt good at all.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I was very upset on the day. I got very frustrated. Obviously, we looked a lot better when the subs came on, but of course, Pep Guardiola puts them on too late. We looked like we were going to create more chances when Nico G came on, and it's just one of those like, if he could have started the whole game, man, that would have been that. You know, I'm not saying we would have won the game, but we might not have lost it. So. That if we had gotten a point, that would have been much better. But the good news about this is this is all fixable. This is very fixable. You just drop John Stones. You go back to that back four that was getting you clean sheets and results, which is Nico O'Reilly at left back, who did come on in the game also. And again, we looked like we were going to score after that. So Nico O'Reilly, Joshua Vardiel, Diaz, and then fill in the right back. Right now, Nunez is on form. Rusanov just came back, but he looked really bad in that Swansea game. Like he looked very bad on the ball, and he looked like he wasn't ready to run yet. So give him some more time, whatever. But yeah, so this is all fixable. It's just Pep being Pep. And yeah, if you got to have your lover boy on the team, throw him out on the right wing where he's not going to hurt the team. He's actually, it's sad that we're saying Bernardo Silva right wing in 2025, but it worked pretty well at Arsenal. So maybe that's the formation in the big games. I don't know, but yeah, I mean, so that was frustrating and it was disappointing, but ultimately it's over with. You know, we lost the game, nothing we could do, but I think Pep will fix it. I think he's going to fix it this weekend because a lot of players who are likely going to start that Bournemouth game did not play midweek. Mm-hmm. So like Nunez didn't play. He got a rest. Holland got a rest. Ruben Diaz got a rest. Tijani Rangers got a rest. Tijani is still struggling in the midfield, but he's not as bad as an 8. As a 6, just forget it. Just bin it. No chance. Nico's apparently fine, so Nico will start as the 6. Thank God. But I want to give him some shout outs. I've been very impressed with Nico Gonzalez because, like, if you just look back to like game week 1 or game week 2, more like game week 2, where he was just terrible against Spurs. He's improved dramatically since then. Like every game, I just feel like he's getting more comfortable in the role. Like the lessons that Pep is like having with it. Like after the game, it was the first cup game after Huddersfield. There was video footage of like Pep and Nico G just on the pitch, and Pep was like pointing around and doing this and that. And a lot of us in the City fan base were like, "Is this a good thing or is this a bad thing?" And it turns out it was a good thing because he's just trying to get the positioning. Like he's trying to coach the positioning into him because. Let's be honest, the Pep Guardiola 6, I think, is the hardest position in football. You have to be exceptional to play there because I think Pep saw Calvin Phillips in one training session and said, "Nah, you're not good enough." And he was supposed to be the backup for Rodri. And he was so bad that led to Rodri being burnt out and overplayed, and that led to him blowing his knee out. So the fact that Pep is actually finding someone to trust is a very good sign. So, yeah, I just want to give him some flowers. I've been very impressed with him. I hope he continues to improve. But then the scary part is someone's going to come for him in the summer if he keeps improving like this. We don't know what's going on with Rodri's contract. There's a lot of drama going on. He has a contract till 2027. So there's this season and next season.
Yeah.
But we're trying to give him an extension, and they're negotiating. We'll just say that. They're negotiating right now. I don't know what the deal is. They're offering him a lot of money, and I don't know why he hasn't signed it yet. But maybe we're just not getting the info. Maybe the rumors are incorrect. You never know.
Yeah.
But if Nico G continues on this trajectory, there's some teams that are going to come sniffing for him for sure. And so, my hope is that Pep Guardiola finds a way to play both of them. Probably not in every game, but I am dying to see a pivot of Nico G and Rodri in a big game. Have that, and then have your defense behind you, like whoo, and then just let the kids go run riot. Go let Marmoush, Foden, Ryan Cherky, and Erling Haaland just go run riot. If they lose the ball, who cares? You got
Right.
Nico and Rodri to pick it up, and they'll get it right back. And they're both 8s. Like Nico G is an 8. Rodri is a world-class 8 in addition to being a world-class 6. So they can pick and choose who's going to go forward. I think it'd just be so fun to watch. But I know Pep Guardiola, he's not going to do it. So I just have to dream about it. But also want to shout out Ryan Cherky from the Cup game. Oh, my God. Everybody's my fan base is going nuts about him online. He looked – I know it was just Swansea, but he looked so good in that game. And that was his first start since the Spurs game. Like, he's had 2 starts for City. And I'm excited to get him back, man. He is so creative. That was actually a really good chance to see what he can do, because he excels against low blocks. He played a lot of those when he was in Lyon. He faced low blocks a lot. And so I think he's going to help us unlock those, because we face a lot of low blocks. And, sometimes the goal creation's been a little shaky. And, Erling Haaland, thank God Erling Haaland, when he gets a chance, he makes it most of the time. But he did have a chance in that Villa game, and he didn't make it. But then he never got another chance until the end, once we had better players out on the pitch. So hopefully Cherky can. I really want to see him start on Sunday. I don't know if he will, but we'll see. That's gonna be an interesting game against Bournemouth, because Bournemouth definitely don't play the way they play is kind of set up to attack some of our weaknesses. But I think we've fixed some of it. Like, they like to play a transition on the break, and I think we've done a better job with that lately. Like, I think having Donnarumma there is giving the defenders in front of him a lot more confidence. And so they're just like, Ruben Diaz he's very underrated this season. Like, I know last season was a struggle for him. He had a lot of injuries and was in and out of the lineup quite a bit, and his form had just dropped. But he looks a lot better now that he has a stable partner next to him when he plays next to Joško Gvardiol. The two of them kind of started forming some chemistry last season, and it's carried over onto this season. And I think he's just playing a lot. I think he's just really happy to just defend. He doesn't have to really carry the ball anymore. Gvardiol's doing that now. That's always been something he struggles with. He's not good at it. But I think he's just he's getting nasty and getting gritty with the defense. And that's where he's best. Like, he's best when he's just focused on defense. And then he and Donnarumma seem to have a little wavelength going already. So maybe we can nullify them. I'm not sure. Semenyo is going to be the tricky one. I remember game week 1 when he devoured Liverpool. I hope he doesn't do that. But hopefully, we have a very good record against them. So knock on wood that we can keep that going. So it'll be a fun game. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. And that's where I think too, I know people are saying, we joke around, it's like Arsenal's going to win the league, but it's so early. Like, you can't really say who will or who won't. 'Cause, I think City are on their way back up. Liverpool could figure it out. It's not, I wouldn't discredit Liverpool right now. I know things are looking dire, but I wouldn't count them out personally.
I'll just say this. This time last season, City had 0 losses. We were undefeated this time last season. And we all know it fell apart. I'm not saying it will for Arsenal, but it could.
Yeah,
I see them struggling, and I think they're going to really struggle against some low block teams coming up. That's their weakness, and
I just think they might encounter more like 0-0 or like 1-0. Like, you know what I mean, than they think. But like, I still don't think that it's going to be like, I don't see people scoring on them, which is the problem.
Somebody will. They have not faced like a transition team yet, really. I don't think. I think a Bournemouth could hurt them. I really do.
They could, yeah. But
I think Semenyo can bully the hell out of them
for sure. But when I'm looking at it,
Gabriel are not good in transition.
Like, at this point, they need to encounter quite a few of them for it to be able to like make a significant difference.
Well, City created the blueprint on how to beat them. You take away their set pieces by defending better in the box.
Yeah,
that's all they have.
And then you just give them the ball, and they lack creative players. I keep saying it, and nobody believes me. They just think I'm a hater, but they are not good at creating chances in open play. And
we should know this by how many set piece goals they have. Like, I don't understand that's like how they're scoring is set pieces.
Yeah, why'd you buy a striker? It was a waste of money. Guy, like, I mean, I know he racked up a few charity goals against Leeds, but he's looked like crap in all the other games. He looked like crap in all the big games. He looked crap.
Yeah.
He looked awful against United. He was invisible against Liverpool. He did nothing against City. It's very easy to mark him out of a game. And then you're playing with 10 men on the pitch. And
again, why? Because they don't know how to use them.
Yeah, because they don't have the players too.
Exactly.
They don't build up very well in their play. They don't have a lot of creativity outside of Saka. And I keep saying this, they don't want to hear it. Like, the big reason of that is Declan Rice is not good with the ball. He's just not. I know the stats will say otherwise, but you watch him, he can't create a chance to save his life. He can't. He is not a creator at all. And if you want to get the best out of a striker, you need a creator. Yeah, they're going to low block. Trust me. Burnley are going to low block. And I think Scott Parker is a smart enough manager to know how to take away their set pieces. They'll be. I've seen them be very well drilled. Like Gigi, watch them how well drilled they were against Liverpool, and Liverpool barely won that game.
Yeah,
it was like a penalty at the end. Like they shut that down. They shut down that kind of a potent offense. So, I think they'll be able to. I think they'll be able to do something. We'll see. Maybe it's wishful
Nobody's
thinking,
lying on your team.
We're not lying.
Nobody's lying on your team. You just don't want to face the facts because you're top of the league in October. It's okay.
A lot. And anytime I say this on other channels, I'm just called the big hater, and you have an agenda. It's like, no, I'm looking at it outside of the red tinted glasses. I'm looking at it from a different perspective. As a neutral, I'm just watching the ball, and I'm saying, look, I'm not seeing you create a lot of chances. I'm seeing your striker just struggle over and over and over again, and I see how easy you are to low block. And like I said, the blueprint's out there. You take away their set pieces by defending better, and you just give them the ball and you break on them, and that'll work. What do you mean? It's because I never watch you. I watch every Arsenal game. What are you talking about? It's hard to watch them because I'm falling asleep half the time because it's so boring. It's so boring. Like, I watch you guys. You don't create any chances really, and the few that you do, Gyökeres is not a bagsman. I'm sorry, this isn't Portugal anymore. You're not playing a bunch of farmers anymore. You're actually playing real players, and he's not been good. I got into it. This is the talking point yesterday, and I was making a big deal about Gyökeres on a different stream, and I was like, "Yeah, I'll show you. I'll give you an example." They're like, "Well, you say give him time, blah blah blah," and I was like, "Ekitike didn't need time. He just slotted right in and scored 2 goals in his first game, or 1 goal or whatever, an assist." Mm-hmm. He slotted right in, like it brand new to the league and brand new to the team. He looked very good. I've never seen that from Gyökeres. I'm sorry. A charity penalty against Leeds United? No. I don't.
He's triggered.
No. Oh, okay. It's one of the worst Atletico teams I've ever seen. Yeah, right. This is not haram ball Atletico. They're terrible. They're not good. They're not good.
I love it.
Because you guys don't watch all the games. I watch every Arsenal game except for I haven't watched. Okay, fine. I haven't watched the Carabao Cup games because they've been on at the same time as the City game. I watch every Premier League game from Arsenal.
So it's
you guys have flaws and you don't want to admit it. And I think a lot of these fans too. Now, this is in general. I'm not saying this to Mark. I'm not saying this to Mark in general or personally, or I'm not personally attacking him. Basically, is what I'm trying to say. I think they just think this is going to carry on.
Yes,
that they did. I think and a lot of Arsenal fans just don't even have it. Like they don't even think it's within the realm of possibility that Liverpool are going to figure it out. And that's stupid. I'm just going to say it right now. Like
it's stupid.
They are going to figure this out. If it means sacking the manager and getting someone else in, there will come a point in time where Liverpool with that squad are going to start cooking.
But it's not even.
You better hope it's not when they go up to the Emirates because they can tattoo you. They have so much potent. Like somebody's going to figure this out. Somebody is going to figure this out with that team.
Wait, let me get Wi-Fi.
It's not even anybody else. Forget Liverpool, forget City. Why are you thinking this about your club? When you have done this season after season after season, you still have Arteta, and all of a sudden now you're going to figure it out magically. I don't understand that logic.
You're playing too many defenders, honestly. Like you have 4 center backs who none of whom are that good with the ball. I don't think. Calafiori is all right, but
Arsenal and Liverpool are like flip sides of the same coin. We have too many attackers. They have too many defenders.
It's too defensive, man. I'm sorry, but if you want to get something out of Declan Rice, like or out of Gyökeres, I don't think Declan Rice is going to be a part of that. I'm sorry. I don't rate the guy on ball. I just don't. Off ball, he's one of the best in the world. I would never say he's not. I think he puts the defensive into the defensive midfielder. Like he's so good defensively. Like he's fast, he's physical, he wins the ball back. Like he's great at that. I just don't rate him on ball.
Yeah. But that's where I lose respect.
If you're counting on it, I don't think praying for an injury is the way to do it, man.
No.
I don't agree with that. I think that's bad karma.
Yeah. But
I think that's terrible karma.
I don't rate Arteta though, because
remember the Arsenal fan base last season, they were celebrating Rodri's ACL. I saw Twitter accounts with screenshots and saying like, "This is my new background on my computer of him holding his knee, going like." Eh. And then what happened 2 months later? Bukayo Saka tore his hamstring. Yeah. That's called karma. And also, that's a really bad injury for a young player to get. So he already had one complication with it. You better hope that doesn't happen again at an inopportune time.
Yeah.
But I will say,
we all love Bukayo Saka. Like he's a great player. We want to see him.
Like play. I think everybody loves Bukayo. Yeah. Like there's nothing to not love about that.
Yeah, that guy. He's great. I think he's the only attacker on Arsenal's roster that I rate. I don't rate any of the other ones. I'm sorry, I just don't.
Yeah, Martinelli absolutely not in the bin.
Yeah, Martinelli's garbage. What do you mean, silly City fan? Nobody celebrated Gabriel Jesus. Why would we celebrate a Gabriel Jesus injury? He used to play for us. I didn't want Gabriel Jesus to leave either. I liked Gabriel Jesus. Who's going to celebrate him getting injured? What? I'm sorry. That Jesus take is wild. I like Gabriel Jesus. I think I miss it. I think he's a pressing monster. I think we're missing his press right now. And I like the guy. He was not good enough for City, but I still like the guy.
Yeah. All right, let's get into these predictions. Last week, it wasn't looking too good for anybody. Because so many people lost. Chelsea lost. Liverpool lost. City lost. Spurs ended up winning, which was actually shocking because most of us had like Everton or a draw. So crazy. Last week was crazy. But then, then we won, so.
I can't. Yeah, that Chelsea game really threw us all off.
Yeah, it really did. I was not expecting that at all.
I definitely not.
At all. I know you guys can just read what you put, but we'll just go through this since we're here. And then obviously in the chat, let us know yours. Burnley versus Arsenal, and it's away.
Oh, I got to get it from the group chat because I already forgot what I put.
Yeah, me too.
I'm so bad at this.
Okay, so I can go. I have Burnley 0, Arsenal 2.
I think it's gonna be a 0-0.
Do you?
I do because it's at Burnley. I think they're gonna play well at home. I think they're gonna find a way to keep a clean sheet.
I think it's gonna be one of those like 0-0 to like 71. And then just like the last 20 minutes,
Arsenal set piece.
Burnley's gonna get.
Oh, Burnley.
Well, I that's one thing I'll trust a promoted team to do is I'll trust them to low block a team. And we've seen it. We literally saw them low block you at Burnley.
Yeah,
at turf, yeah. So why can't they, if they can low block your team into a 0-0 until the 90th minute, which is a way better attacking team, then I think they could do it against that attack because you just mark Gyökeres out of the game. They don't know what to do.
Yeah. They could. I just think it's going to take so much to like keep it 0-0 to a certain point. And then I think Arsenal's going to slip a couple by them, like at the end. That's just kind of like, I just can feel it.
That's fair.
That's fair. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, but
yeah.
I
Forest United.
said 1-1. I just
1-1.
I don't know what to. I feel like it's a game that I think Nuno's finally had some time with these players, and he might start getting that low block back into it.
It's Sean Dyche.
It's Dyche.
Oh, that's right. Okay, Sean Dyche. You know what? Same thing. Sean Dyche with that low block.
Yeah.
Or on ball. Same thing. It's the same thing as Nuno. It's the exact same thing.
I know I didn't get to talk about United much.
Yeah,
And
Go off,
that's
Queen.
because Gigi and I could.
No, but that's fine.
I can shut up.
Everyone's
Thank you.
like, oh my gosh, Amron's figuring out, and I think they need to calm down. I think some things are looking really good. I think in Mbumo carrying, honestly, like he's been so solid in helping our attack. Cunha as well. He hasn't really gotten GA, but that man is his control, his ball carrying ability, his passing. Like those two alone have changed my life. Like even if like things are not going to go as good as they want, those two have literally changed my life after having to watch Garnacho and Hoyland and whatever. And then I know like those are like strikers, but I don't know. Those two alone, fantastic. In terms of the midfield, it's actually quite crazy. And I know Gigi, I know you have a agenda against Casemiro.
I do.
But I don't know if he had some Michael Jordan secret sauce from Space Jam or something, but like he's doing pretty well. And the fact that our midfield has more control right now with him in, and we can't figure it out when Mainu's in, is crazy to me. And I don't know if that's like a formation thing with Amorim or like Kobe Mainu not having the confidence or like the time to play. You know what I mean? It could be a little bit of both. But he's been really solid. And it's like, and I don't really, here's the thing. Casemiro, I don't really like, in his prime, obviously, yes, like I would love to have him there. But right now it's like, how long is this going to last? You know what I mean? Until he gets hurt or he does something crazy because he still gets his cards. He's still getting a yellow. And, when's he going to get that red card? So I feel like I'm nervous for the fan base because they're kind of losing themselves a bit.
I can feel him sucking you back in. Casemiro is sucking you back in. I can feel it. I'm like, don't do it, girl. Don't do it, girl.
It does look good right now. It does. But like, it can't last. I'm trying to like bring myself to reality that this is not going to last. But maybe it will because we don't play as many games. So I don't know. It's a very weird spot to be in because we're playing one game a week. So I should expect, and now here's the thing too. Our press was crazy that last game. I don't think y'all like I was like the intensity and everything. I was living my best life, but I'm like, this is what
Brighton don't defend. That's why. That's a big factor. Even though it is Sean Dyche, and those players at Forest will have that kind of. They'll have the Nuno stuff still in their system. I know they kind of lost it with Ange, but I think getting that back will be easy for them. So I think you'll struggle against their midfield too, because Elliot Anderson is like and Morgan Gibbs White. Those guys are machines, and Elliot Anderson's like the hot name right now about the next English superstar.
Yeah,
so that's a good midfield. That's gonna be a challenge for Casemiro and all them.
Outside of that, he's been playing well. Like it's not undue hype. It's like deserved. You know what I mean? But
yeah. So I'm just saying for us though, like that's why going into this game though, I am nervous because then we play Spurs and we haven't been Spurs in a couple of seasons. I don't know if you guys knew that. So it's gonna be interesting. We haven't. We haven't. So I think I don't know. I think worst case scenario to be a draw. I want to win though, obviously. I just don't know. So I'm going to go crazy and go 3-2.
Oh.
I think
that's a little optimistic, expecting Forest to score 2.
Yeah, but I don't think so. We'll see though. We'll see. Is Chris Wood playing?
I would imagine.
We'll see.
I don't know why he wouldn't.
Is this? Oh, I wanted to ask. Is this a derby?
Yeah, it's a London derby. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, it's at Anfield, the Villa game. Spurs Chelsea. Great time for them to play each other, in my opinion.
Hey, like drop some points, someone.
Yeah, for you, definitely don't want to draw. Someone needs to like lose outright. I would say maybe for us too, but
I think Spurs are gonna win 3-2. I don't think Chelsea's defense is that good. I really don't.
I don't think their defense. I just think it's gonna be great. I said 3-3. I just think it's gonna be like I don't really have any confidence that either of them are gonna be able to keep the other one from scoring.
Yeah, I just think that I think Thomas Frank will set his team up the way he needs to do it to beat them. I do rate Thomas Frank as a manager, so I think he'll get ready for this game. Also, if you want to talk about, I guess we don't have to talk about it yet, but then when we have a North London derby, that's going to be interesting. Thomas Frank against Arsenal.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Thomas Frank is he knows how to set a team up to pounce out weaknesses. He's done it very well. He did it at Brentford and he's doing it at Spurs, at least against my team.
Liverpool Villa?
What did I say?
Liverpool won, Villa 2.
Oh, you're losing.
3-2.
I don't
know.
I don't think we're winning again until the manager changes, the system changes.
I wasn't expecting that at all.
I don't think we're winning again until they change the system.
I think you'll draw. Yeah, I think you'll draw.
I don't. Okay.
I'm gonna go 1-1 too.
I think Villa have found their form at the worst time for Arsenal, and you can bet Unai Emery is going to set his team up properly because he does that in big games.
It's at Anfield though, which I know they've lost.
I mean, we just got smacked up 3-0 there.
I think the aura of Anfield is gone this season.
Yeah,
they've had a lot of it's not been good there lately.
That was one game.
I think Liverpool 2, Villa 3. I think there's going to be some goals in this game. Ollie Watkins is going to find his form.
I mean, I would love that. We'll see if it happens. City Bournemouth.
Because this game is at the Etihad, I have a little bit more confidence. I think it's going to be 3-1 City.
I think we're going to get a repeat of the first game of the season. I think it's going to be 4-2 City.
A 4-2. It could. Yeah, Semenyo could do some damage, but...
I mean, I think it's going to be almost like exactly the same thing. Like
it depends on the wing he plays on. Yeah, because if he plays on... If he's on the left wing because he switches wings a lot. If he's on the left wing, I feel a lot more confident with that because... that's on Ruben Diaz's side because Ruben Diaz is the right center back, and so I think I think Nunes actually has the pace to deal with him. And I've had a lot of issues with Nunes, but he's cleaned up a lot of the bozo moments. So he's gotten a lot more reliable. His last bozo moment was when he gave a penalty away at Brighton, but he's been really solid ever since then, and he's very pacey. Mm-hmm. And so I think because if Semenyo's on the left, then the right side it'd be Diaz backing him up, and I think the combination of Nunes's pace can deal with Semenyo, and then Ruben Diaz's physicality can deal with him also. So, and to be honest, they don't score a lot outside of Semenyo. He's kind of like the guy. Mm-hmm. So if we focus everything on him, don't do something stupid like play fucking Rico Lewis there or some BS like that. Like, sorry for the language, but yeah, they've historically not played well at the Etihad, so we're just gonna hope that keeps on keeping on. We've had a couple of tight games there lately, but last season you'll remember Omar Marmoush had goal of the season against them, so maybe he can. I'm hoping he comes back into the starting lineup and can uncork one of those again.
Yeah, I just don't think Semenyo could get more than 2. And then I think like Holland will probably score. Like you guys will get some goals. Yeah,
Holland will score. I can see I as much as I want Ryan Cherky to start, I think he's more likely to come off the bench because the nature of his injury. I know like the whole City fan base is just dying, especially after his comments after the game because he's not very good at English, and so he was saying that he wants to pleasure everybody when he plays or something. Yeah.
That's adorable.
I was like, of course the Frenchman said that, right? It's because I'm actually surprised he's doing interviews in English, to be honest, because from what I heard, he didn't speak a lot of it, but he literally says he just wants to pleasure everyone. So,
well,
pretty good stuff.
All right.
Wow. thanks for joining.
I'll
y'all.
send you the
Thank
quote. I'll send it to you.
Yeah, put it in the chat. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Are you guys doing any? Are you trick or treating? Any of that?
And I have to work. I have to work tonight.
Oh.
And then
Yeah,
tomorrow's Nevada Day, so I have to wake up at the butt crack of dawn and bake some stuff to. It's like it's a small town. It's a big party.
Yeah.
So the whole town shuts. The whole main drag of the town just is a big parade, and it's a family event. Even though I think only one person's coming, but whatever. And it's just fun.
Yeah.
So I'll be missing all the games tomorrow, but we'll be back. We'll be doing watch along on Sunday.
Yeah, your game's Sunday too, so it's you won't miss your game.
Yeah.
So
I'll probably when I'm baking in the morning, I'll probably have something on. I don't know who plays first.
I think Arsenal. Let me check.
I have to look at the.
Oh no.
Times.
Well, there's a ton of games at 10.
Yeah,
which is 8 for you.
Yeah, we're in that weird phase where America hasn't changed time yet.
Yeah.
UK has, so we're only 7 hours apart. So all the games that usually start at 7 in the morning are going to start at 8 in the morning.
Yeah.
There's
anyways, I'll have something on while I'm baking tomorrow. We'll just say that.
Oak comes at the very end of the show.
Oh God, everything's.
You missed it.
Rewind.
Okay, so there is no early game tomorrow. Oh, there's a night game tomorrow. Oh, Liverpool.
Yeah, Liverpool's the late one.
Yeah. I actually might be able to, because usually there's stuff going on after the parade and stuff. But if nobody's around, I'm just gonna come home. So maybe I'll watch some of the game.
Yeah, that's a late.
I didn't realize it was at 8 p.m. Saturday 8 p.m. That's a good time slot though. I like that. So
I'm excited.
Whatever. It's not a good time slot if they don't change
it. And then in 30 minutes, I'm going to do a match preview.
Yeah.
Patrick can't do his match preview, so I have to do it for him. We try to go for a quick run and then do the stream in 30 minutes. So, Drew City Fan TV, come watch me preview the Bournemouth game.
Are you doing that right now in 30 minutes?
30 minutes, yeah.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, let's let me look it up. But thank you guys again for joining. If there's any last things you want to say before we head out, and then we will talk to you guys next week after match week 10.
Yeah, don't play another 4-3-3. I'll be very angry.
I can do next week. Yeah, that's okay. Sorry, I'm leaving for vacation on Friday, but not till at nighttime. My flight leaves at 6. Okay. I'll be flying through LAX, Gigi.
Oh yay!
Are you going out of the country or?
Yeah.
Nice.
There's no direct flights out of the airport I go to. So actually both times are through LAX. So
nice. Big up, Robbie.
We do have a direct flight to LAX at least.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, you missed it. You got to. It was a great one. So make sure you go back.
Oh yeah. Clear 30 minutes from your schedule.
Yeah.
But I hope you feel better after that. Renting is therapeutic.
It is. It is. And there's nothing I can do about it. So I just got to sit here and take it.
Well, we'll see. I can't wait to see that lineup for sure. So we'll see
I know.
Thank you guys again for all the support. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see how these matches go. You guys have a great weekend. Be safe if you're going out for Halloween, and we'll talk to you next time. Goodbye.
Bye.
Arteta in.
Cameraman.
Button.
Cameraman
can go.